Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to today's call. Should be a fun one today. As per usual, we'll just give it a moment for everyone to get in the room, but I want to start by saying welcome to the call today and thank you for joining us here. I'm really passionate about this particular topic, and that's because of just what it has done really for my own personal life. So great to be having this call today and sharing some of my personal experience with advertising and how that really ties into Hash and Ad Space. So we'll be going through a few things, but like I said, we'll give some people a moment to get in to the room. Hi, Robert. Hi, Grant. Yes, say hello in the chat window there, guys. You can type in there, say hello. And of course, we'll be having a questions and answers session at the end, so you can ask any questions there as well. Hi, Peter. How are you? Always happy to help, Peter. Thanks for being here. Tom, g'day. Should be a good call today. So great to see so many people here in the room today as well, interested in the advertising services. Like I said, we'll give it another minute and then we'll kick it off. Hi, Herbert. How are you? We've got, as the world is obviously has been in lockdown, but as you guys would obviously know, a lot of places relaxing their rules at the moment. And so hopefully soon I will be able to get some better internet connection. So hopefully the internet is working for you guys okay at the moment. As you can see, I'm not putting my face to the screen today because just of the delay that we've seen in the previous videos. So hopefully you can hear me loud and clear and it's not breaking up too much. Hi, Dirk. How are you? Okay, thanks, Robert. That's good. Hey, David. Thanks, Grant. Here, loud and clear. Okay, so look, I think let's get ready to kick this one off. I'm going to start the recording. Okay, hello everyone and welcome to today's call. Thank you for joining us here again today, and great to see everyone that is in the chat window here and interested in the Hash and Ad Space products. And this call in particular is something that I'm quite passionate about, mainly because internet marketing really changed my life very dramatically. If you don't know my history, 7+ years ago now, I started looking into online business, and as a way to really generate additional income, something that I thought maybe could really create that more choice in my life than just going to work at a job every day. And so that was it was a difficult learning curve in a lot of ways. And one of the main reasons is that people, they tend to pull you in all different directions, and would know that online day, you get exposed to all of these ads, all of these different offers, and all of these different ideas. And because you're new to online business, and I'm referring to me back then, it's hard to know what to actually focus on, and it's hard to know, what are the clear steps in order to arrive at a destination that is a successful online business. And so it took me a little bit of working out exactly what I needed to do, but I can tell you with absolute certainty that one of the key determining factors when it came to how I finally started making a huge amount of money in online business sales, in online affiliate marketing. Okay, this is before Hash and Ad Space. This is before I became a business owner. This is when I was just promoting affiliate offers. One of the key factors that was necessary in order to create that success was in my list building. So it was generating leads via advertising services, creating a list, and then communicating with that list. And I would say that 99% of all of the money that I've ever earned online has come directly from my list. Okay. Now, what does that mean? That means that basically you're creating an audience, people that you can communicate with, people that you can share your ideas with. Different businesses, they might suit different people. And so what that means is that you're really creating an asset for yourself online by creating the ability to reach out to a group of people that you know are probably more likely to be interested in the things that you're interested in because they're already on your list. And so what that does is it creates that reliability in your online business income by promoting various affiliate offers, by changing, maybe there's new ideas that you want to bring out, by building that trust and that relationship with the people that are following you via your list. It also enables you to do a lot of advertising at the start and ongoing, but then have that base for life. Okay, so you don't have to go and create new campaigns for a new idea and then try and get new people interested and then try and make commissions. You've already got that base, you already have that asset, and that is your audience. Now, that you could even look at that in a different way. We all know that popular people on Instagram, for instance, make a lot of money from their Instagram channel. Okay, now why is that? It's because you have this audience. It's because if a company was to promote their product via your channel, then they know that those people that are exposed to your Instagram feed, for instance, would be more likely to buy it because of the recommendation that came from you, okay? So that's the same situation that's happening by list building. You're building an audience of people that are more likely to be interested in the things that you're interested in. The reason that I'm telling you all of this now is because that is the number one thing that I recommend people focus on when they want to build an online affiliate business. So today, we're not talking about watching ads and getting paid in hashing ad space. We're not talking about ad minting. Okay, we're not talking about even the simi tokens. What we're talking about is using the hashing ad space product in order to build an income asset for yourself that generates recurring commissions for life. That is really what changed my entire life. That's what broke me out of the 9-to-5, allowed me to travel around the world, buy properties overseas, really just live a life of freedom. It allowed me to even create the Hashing Ad Space brand, gave me that time. There's so many benefits. I'm sure you already know in your head why you're here, okay, why you're trying to make money online. I'm sure you already have some vision for what your life is going to look like when you maybe break into that 6-figure range. And so that really comes from the focus of building an asset, and that is really one of the main catalysts for building Hashing Ad Space, to allow or to create a product that allows people to do that for themselves, so to build their own list using the Hashing Ad Space services. And the way we did that was we created the simi token so that we have people that are interested in coming here to watch ads. And of course, what that means is we've created an audience. So like you can see on the screen right here, hopefully you guys can see this, but like you can see on the screen right here, immediately leverage the pre-built list of active people interested in making money from home. That was one of the main focuses for Hashing Ad Space, was to build a list for everyone, hundreds of thousands of people effectively that you could reach instantly, that we have been creating. So the Hashing Ad Space business has created where people can tap into that and really access that immediately. And of course, that's to increase your lead sales and profits. Okay, so if you're an affiliate marketer, that's the goal. And so we've done that not only to create this huge list that people can access, but to also do it very simply and effectively via our advertising solutions. And on top of that, I think that, so that's the intro. Before I move on, I just want to say this, we're going to be doing questions and answers. So if you have any questions and answers, sorry, I will give you those answers at the end of this call. So you can type them into the chat window. So as we're going through these slides, if you have any questions, just throw them in the chat window there, type them in, and I'll get to them at the end of this call. So the first thing that I want to talk about is, on top of creating that list that people can access, I wanted to do it very cost effectively, because I think one of the biggest pitfalls for me personally when I was starting was the amount of money that I had to spend on traffic. I really had to spend a huge amount of money to build my list, and it became it was concerning at the time because I wasn't creating that success yet. I didn't have the income yet. I didn't have the credibility yet. I didn't know if the system was going to work for me yet. And, we're talking 7 years ago. And yet I was there spending thousands of dollars on leads. And you can see over here on the right, I just grabbed these screenshots from 3 different advertising providers today. And you can see the cost of this advertising, okay? So some of them $1 per click, guys, okay? So you can see the cost, $1,000 for just 1,500 clicks to your website. Or you can see down here, that $2,200. This is the sort of money that people are dropping on advertising. And especially affiliate marketers, we need that constant flow of leads. And so if you're spending up to $1 per click, you can imagine how expensive that gets. And so with Hashing Ad Space, because we created the token that really incentivizes people to come to Hashing Ad Space every day, we know some things about the people that are here because we're all interested in the same thing, right? We're all interested in making money from home. We're all interested in home-based business. We're all interested in cryptocurrencies. That's why we're here. And so we already know that information about our entire community. And so it's valuable, but we can also provide it at a very low cost because of the Asimi token system that we have in the back end. And so on top of the fact that we're creating this audience for people to leverage immediately, we're also doing it far below some of these other providers that are very, very costly. Now, I'm not saying you can't get results with these other providers, okay, guys? I'm not saying that. Of course, you can. I'm sure you can. Some of these providers are probably great. But what I'm saying is that it gets expensive. So you need to know that you have your numbers right. You need to know that your system is going to convert for you. And what we've done with Hashing Ad Space is allow people to do it the whole way through, from the testing phase to the scale phase, which we're going to get to in a moment. So very simple, okay, add your URL. I'm sure you guys already know this. Very simple campaign setup. Real people, active people, people that are joining today, people that have been with us since the start, okay, real people looking at your ads, targeted in that make money from home and crypto niche, very low cost and competitive rates, and ongoing advertising. I really like this about one of the systems that we really wanted to build for people was that you get that constant flow of leads and sales over time as well. It's not just a one-hit advertising like some of these maybe solo ads or pay-per-clicks, is that it sort of ends quickly. With this, you really can add a campaign, let it run for months, okay? Like a banner ad campaign with us, for instance, some of our promotions, which we're going to get to at the end of this video, you can run it for 6 months worth of advertising. So you're getting that constant flow of leads, and very flexible in that you can reach different, you can see in inverted commas here, audiences within Hashing Ad Space. So depending on the product you choose, depends on what person or type, or group of people, okay? I'm not trying to reduce people to numbers here, but what sort of group of people use different styles, within our business. And so we'll go through that as well. So on the next page, I wanted to just raise a little awareness here about our advertising dedicated portal. If you haven't logged into your advertising portal, it's the same login, okay? You don't need a new account. It's exactly the same. So if you already have a Hashing Ad Space account, then you just log in using your same credentials. You head across to hashingadspace.com/advertiser. So hopefully you can see that. It looks like this. It's 100% advertising focused. So when you get inside, you'll see all of the advertising features. They're enhanced features. It's more intuitive, it's easier to use, and we also have a different product in there that you can't get on the main site. So head across to that URL if you haven't already, log in there, and you can manage your campaigns more effectively. One of the pages on that, this is sort of what it looks like, a screenshot from the inside there, and you can see the different advertising products, how it's laid out. It's much easier to use. You've also got demo videos for every single advertising product there, and we also have the complete advertising packages there where you get a big discount. So I'm not going to dwell on that too much, but you can head across there, have a look, and you'll see that it is better for your advertising if you go across to the advertising portal. So now let's move straight into the advertising success strategy. So something that I had to learn the hard way. And so I wanted to share with you how I believe that you can structure your advertising campaigns. And I know I'm talking to a variety of different people here. So maybe you're already very effective in online advertising. You're already making a lot of money. Okay. And so bear with me through this, but maybe you're brand new and you're thinking, okay, yeah, give me some strategy here, Luke. And so the primary thing here is right down at the bottom. It's to put money in your bank account. That's obviously the goal. Okay. So there's no point skipping around that goal, but how do you get to that goal? And this is a base strategy for it. Now, first off, I just want to talk about this up the top here. If you look at traffic, okay, traffic being people, as real people looking for solutions to their problems, if you always think about it like that, then you just need to provide solutions. Now, if you constantly think about your advertising campaigns with that exact sort of base, then you'll provide the right solutions to people and they will take action and you will end up with more money in your bank account. Okay, so think about always providing solutions. Don't think about trying to sell people things. Don't think about trying to you people. Okay, you might see some campaigns like that with gimmicks and things like that. Don't go down that path. Go down the path of providing real solutions to real people, and you will end up with more money in your bank account than you know what to do with. I can tell you that. Now, how do you actually get there? Consistency is absolutely key. You can't just run one advertising campaign one day and expect to be driving a Lamborghini next week, okay? You need to be generating leads every single day. And you can see here, leads daily or something is wrong. That's my own personal thought. If I don't see leads coming into my list every day, if I see one day and there's no leads there, I immediately reevaluate that campaign and think, what is happening here? Why is there no leads on this campaign? I need to fix it immediately. So if you're not seeing leads flowing into maybe your autoresponder or your funnel builder on a daily basis, then it's time to reevaluate. The second step really is in the testing offers and pages. And so what I like to do is that, and we'll go through this in the next slide about a strategy you can implement using Hashing Ad Space, but definitely always be testing. So you need to be testing different pages and different offers. Now we know the Hashing Ad Space audience is all about making money from home and cryptocurrency, but we don't really know until you test, what our community is really going to be interested, on that day. Okay, so that might mean new ideas. It might mean adapting to changes in the marketplace. It might mean just changing your landing page or trying different landing pages for the same offer. Now, once you have worked that out, you go and you start promoting that optimized page or that the highest converting business, product, service, whatever it is that you're promoting. Once you've worked out what this audience is paying attention to, then it's time to scale and build it. So what that means is you've determined that, okay, we've got funnel number 2, for instance, is working the best. This could be website number 2, landing page number 2, product number 2, it doesn't matter, whatever it is. Whatever's working the best, now you've worked it out by a bit of testing. Now it's time to really come back, purchase a lot of advertising, and start pushing that hard. Because what that will do is once you start to scale that up, meaning that you're getting more and more traffic across that same website, now that you know that that was the highest converting one, that's going to drive back in, a lot of traffic into your highest converting page. That's going to put the most amount of money in your bank account. So to say that again, a really strategy is to maybe have a small advertising budget to start, test it, make sure it's going to work, okay? Start to see your conversions, start to see which page is converting the best, and then scale up. Because if you spend $100 to make $110, for instance, okay, very small profit, you know it's profitable. Now, would you spend $1,000 to make, an extra $100? Maybe, okay? But the idea is that once you start to see those profits at all, you can go higher and higher and higher. So if you're spending $100 in traffic and you're getting $200 back, now it's time to spend $10,000 in traffic and get $20,000 back, okay? So that's the power of scaling. Once you start to see a service or a system that you have that really is converting, it's time to come back and really push that as much as you can. That's really a lot of the secret into increasing your income, because what you can do is you play around with smaller amounts, see what's going to work, okay, and then really, really push that one as hard as you can. Now, all the time, focusing on building that list, because that list, that's where you're going to get those repeat sales. That's where you're going to get that income over the long term. That's your income asset. And like I said at the start of this call, that is where most of my online affiliate income came from, period. Okay, so you're not building your list yet. It's time to start building your list, because there is really no better way in online marketing, in my opinion, to create that real ongoing success for yourself. So now let's talk about how we can do that with Hash and Ad Space. So with Hash and Ad Space, with the advertising strategy that I would recommend, is what we first need to do is assess the 4 different products that we offer, and maybe some of the differences between them. So the view to earn system, as you may be familiar with, it's a full page ad and it's really great for testing. So I would use this for testing. It's free to view, meaning that you get a lot of people there that are just sort of watching ads for free. So it's very low cost advertising as well. You get fast delivery, particularly if you rank your ad up the top. And it's great for testing because you get a lot of traffic, very low cost, and you see which pages are converting better. It's also great for other free offers, okay? So if you have another free offer, then it's really good for that, really powerful for that, because that is a free offer. So what you're trying to do is match and target as best you can. And if you want to target in a free offer sort of advertising system, if you have another free offer, it's going to be highly targeted, if that makes sense to you. If it's not a free offer, then test your landing pages in the view to earn and see which one converts better. That will start to tell you a lot about the website that you're using, the terminology that you're using, the images that you're using, the videos that you're using, all of that, the colors, all of that. That's really going to start to tell you a lot about increasing your conversions and your sales sort of technique or sales copy. And over time, that's really going to be a great learning experience, in my opinion. And that's one of the biggest takeaways for me with the view to earn system. And again, we're not talking about the earning side of it, okay, guys? We're talking about the advertising side of it. So what's the real benefit for the advertiser? And that is, in my opinion, the number one benefit. Low cost, okay? Very, very low cost. I think, less than $1 you could start there. And then you can start to get some traffic and see how that performs. Once you've done that, we move that optimized campaign, like we talked about, into the ad minter, okay, because it's the buyers list. So what I mean by that is that it's a stakers only audience. Everyone that watches ads in the ad minter, they are qualified because they have taken a specific action. Anyone in that ad minter is far more qualified than anyone else on this entire website. This is really where you're going to talk to that sort of top tier, in inverted commas. Top tier is typically refers to maybe some areas, geolocations in the world. But in this context, it's top tier because it doesn't really matter where the person's come from in the world, but they're very dedicated action taker, and that speaks volumes for how interested they might be in actually getting started with business or product or service that you have. And so once you've optimized some of those pages, get them into the ad minter and start to display them to people that are true action takers. Then get that same optimized capture page and put it behind your banner ads. Okay, so start with some of the banner ads. Why use the banner ads? It's because all members see the banner ads. So it doesn't matter where they are, they're getting displayed on the websites all of the time. So that's the new members, hundreds of new people join every day. They get exposed to the banner ads. It's all of the people that are just interested in the view to earn, but it's also all of the people that are interested in the ad minter. It's all of the people that are affiliates. It's all of the other advertisers. Okay, all of these other people that maybe are using the site for different purposes, they're going to get exposed to your banner ads. And so it's good to have those banner ads up. And then on the flip side, okay, so the banner ad there's two components to it, isn't there? It's getting clicks, great. But when they click on that banner ad, what do they see? And that's really where your optimized page comes in. Which one was converting better? Get that as the destination URL in your banner ad. Then the login ad. This is my favorite product because it really works. We've had the best testimonials come from the login ad. My personal testing, every time I run a test on the login ad, I get hundreds of leads, okay? So if you're looking for just a product to get started now and get a huge amount of burst of activity to your offer, choose the login ad, in my opinion. Again, every single person sees it because it's all the people that log in. So again, that's going to be those advertisers, it's going to be the affiliates, it's going to be all of the new people, okay? Everyone, all of the new members on that day, they're all going to see that login ad. It's exclusive, it's only your ad, so it really does pop. And it also lets you A/B test. So you can have two different pages and you can test between both of them and see which one performs better for you. So it's a really strong blast. And if you, in my opinion, if you go through this same flow, so you're optimizing these landing pages and then go to the login ad, you're going to really get some amazing results from that. That's how I would structure it with the Hashing Ad Space. But I just want to come back and I just want to talk very briefly about this. If you're not familiar, if you're new to advertising in Hashing Ad Space, this subscribe here, okay, you will see that a lot of different ads, they have the ability to opt in. It's far preferred to have that ability to build your list, okay? So make sure you have some sort of form where somebody can opt in immediately. It's enticing. It really has something that catches attention. The testing is going to teach you that, but you really need to be attracting subscribers. More importantly than just having the business or product that you're trying to promote, don't just have that landing page, don't just have that company page up, because a lot of traffic will bounce immediately from that. It won't be enticing enough and you won't be able to follow up with the person. So make sure you have this subscribe button in your landing page. In my opinion, for best results, that is what I would focus on. Build a landing page that has a subscribe form so you can build your email list. That's a really key point, coming back to the very start of this video, where it's something that I had to focus on. In affiliate-based sales, if you want to do affiliate marketing and sell affiliate products, or maybe you're in some other business that earns commissions somehow when you get referrals, the number one thing to do is to build that list. And so make sure you do focus on that with your advertising campaigns, because even someone that becomes your lead and doesn't buy the product or service today, they might come back to you years from now. And that's still happening to me. Okay, people email me and they say things like, I've been on your list for 6 months, a year, and I'm finally interested in what you're doing. And so it's really, that could never occur if you just showed them your business landing page. Okay, you need to be building your list. Just another hot tip there from me, something that I really am passionate about, because I know that if you continued on that path, building your list and communicating with that list every single day, the Hashing Ad Space advertising will truly convert for you, and you really will make huge amount of success out of it. Because guys, we have already built the audience. Okay, we've already built that huge list, and you can tap into that resource immediately. People spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in order to access people like this, a list like this, and you have it at a very low cost. So if you want to make the most of that and really maximize your success using it, make sure you build that capture page. Make sure you test it. Make sure you take all of these products and understand which one to use when, and then you will really start to see some awesome results. So I just wanted to add this in here as well, that hope is not a strategy, because I think a lot of people maybe not intentionally, but this is sort of pretty common practice in the online marketplace. And that is that, I've joined this new affiliate business. I go and grab my affiliate link, and then I throw it into Hash and Ad Space advertising and hope that it works, right? That isn't a strategy. A strategy is really understanding, why you're doing a certain thing and testing it to see how it performs, and then improving it, and then having your advertising strategy to scale up and earn a lot more commissions. So again, I want to draw your attention to this, that these are real people looking for solutions to their problems. So you need to provide solutions. If the page that you have isn't providing solutions, if you're not building your email list and giving someone a solution to their problem, maybe that's just making more money, but maybe that's some other tool. You have to really focus on that, because that's truly what people are going to pay attention to over the long run. If you want to build your online business income, be proactive and take massive action. Okay, this is another big part of it. We can't do that hit and miss thing. Make sure you have your advertising running every single day, generating leads every single day. If you're logging into Hash and Ad Space and you don't have a campaign running, ask yourself, why don't you have a campaign running? You should always have a campaign running, because that's going to continuously drive leads and sales to your business. If you're not generating those leads, how can you expect to get any more commissions tomorrow? All of the work that you do today is going to pay you not only tomorrow, but next month, next year, next decade. Okay, if you really treat your list well and you really build a relationship with them and show them good quality offers, you're building that income asset that can be far more valuable than anything else you could do offline. It's a huge opportunity to really tap into this audience that we've built, filled with people, like-minded people that are interested in making money online, interested in cryptocurrency, and you can access it. So generate and communicate with your leads every single day. That's my number one advice. So this video really it's a little more about training and why we sort of built this advertising platform, because some people maybe don't fully understand how to use Hash and Ad Space advertising. So maybe it seems a little confusing, but if you take some of these principles on board and start to implement them, then you can really truly build something very remarkable. And I know a lot of leaders and a lot of our top advertisers, and you'll see our top advertisers on the leaderboard now, so you can go and check that out and see who are the top advertisers in Hash and Ad Space. But a lot of our top advertisers, they're repeat customers because they've worked this out. Okay, they've worked out their page, it's converting for them, and then they're scaling it up. They're getting more and more advertising promotion, pushing those same pages or new ideas because they're adapting, and they keep doing it because it's working. All right, some other people might dabble in it and maybe spend $10 on the view to earn system and then think, oh, okay, I don't really understand it. That's not a success recipe, guys. A success recipe is really, truly doing that flow that we talked about and optimizing your pages and then scaling it up until you end up with a huge amount of money in your bank account. So a couple of special offers here, guys. This special offer has always been here, the complete advertising packages, but I want to draw your attention to it again because I know a lot of people maybe haven't been logging into the advertising portal. So head across in there and you'll see these packages come with a massive discount. So if you want to get all 4 of the advertising products in one package, you get a big discount using the complete advertising packages in the advertising portal. Also, I'm going to unlock a sort of a private deal here with the unlimited plus the premium banner promotion deal. So you'll see what we've, in the past, we've had a couple of promotions for these. And so if you contact us, if you contact support and say, hey, I want to take advantage of the banner ad deal, then we can show you the pricing for that. That's for the premium banners that you see, the big leaderboard banner at the very top when you log in. That's a monthly subscription. And it's also for the unlimited banner deal that we have been promoting occasionally as well. You can get that if you are listening to this video and you contact support. We will give you the option to take advantage of those banner ad deals as well. So look, that's it, guys. That is, I wanted to give a bit of a rundown on the Hash and Ad Space advertising. I think, I haven't been giving enough focus to this lately, but in my opinion, this is the way, and if you're watching this video now, you understand it as well, that building a business by generating leads, by tapping into a huge list, and then, really building your list via our list it's in leveraging all of the work we've already done and you can access it immediately. That is a big opportunity for lifelong income in online business. So I hope that that has come across in today's video, because I'm passionate about it. I know what it can do for people. I know what it can do for you if you really commit to using this advertising. Like I said, every single time I use this advertising, I get results from it, and I am busy, guys. I'm doing all of these other things, and so I don't get to do, the affiliate marketing like I used to. But I know that this is working for other people that are really committed to it as well. So make sure you log in and work it out, guys. Have a play around. Get some of these products. Put your landing pages in, and if you don't even have landing pages yet, look at Funnel Bundle. Most of you guys already know that our Funnel Bundle product, funnelbundle.io. If you're not using Funnel Bundle for this, you can as well. That's going to teach you that, the testing, the optimization, all of that is within Funnel Bundle. The list building, it's all there, and that's why I personally have built that separate business Funnel Bundle, but I am also the CEO of that, if you're not aware. So look, that's it. Guys, if you have any other questions regarding the advertising, make sure you shoot them in the text. I'm just having a look here in the text window. There's lots of comments in here, but I don't see any questions just yet. So if you have any questions, then let me know now, and I can try and guide you the best that I can. I'll actually turn the questions on. And okay, so it's enabled, guys, if you have any questions. If you don't, then that's great. It means I've done a great job. So, I won't be disappointed there either, guys. But hopefully you are already using this advertising, and you are already, I know that even some of the people on this call, I recognize some of your names, and I know that you've actually already generated thousands of leads using this advertising. So it's very, very exciting for that reason. And some people, maybe this is the very first day trying to work out if, or how they can use hashing ad space. So hopefully this gives some insight into that, and you can go out there and really start building that list. Doesn't look like any questions, guys, coming from you, so that is good news. Seems like we can wrap up this call nice and quick today. I've been trying to make these calls a little bit faster than usual, trying to get them done in 30 minutes. So that makes everyone's life a little bit easier. And we can, of course, we're doing these every single week, so you can add people every single week to these calls, and then we can show them about hashing ad space as well. Dirk has a question here. I can put this, I'll just put this one up for you. Let me just put this one up, Dirk. Publish. Okay, Dirk, what's the average sign-up rate for login ads? So look, again, this is really going to come down to your offer and how well it's targeted to the hashing ad space audience. So make sure you are focused on, why would the person be interested in this particular product or service? Does that match the hashing ad space audience? So is it in the home-based business niche? Is it is it going to help them make money? Is it a tool to help them make money? Is it going to help them directly with hashing ad space, or maybe something like that? If you target that, then you're going to increase your conversions hugely. And the average sign-up rate is very, very hard to determine for that exact purpose, like that exact reason. It's very hard to really say, okay, you're going to get 300 signups, because you really it's going to come down to your total campaign. So if this is new to you, then you have to think about, okay, what's my landing page like? What's on the other side of my landing page? So now that I have a lead, what video are they watching, or what are they reading? Do I have a follow-up email that's going to also give them more confidence about the new system? Those components, that's really the art of online marketing, and that's something that you can continue to test. So there's no fixed number that what you're going to get. We have a minimum 10,000 view guarantee. So the login ad, we sort of have a guarantee there that you'll get 10,000 views to your page. Okay, so that's minimum. So what that means is that you can sort of expect 10,000 views to your page, and very fast, every single person that logs in is going to see it. But how well that converts for you is going to come down to what your offer is. It can be wildly exciting. I mean, some of the testimonials we had, we've had a testimonial there that they made $3,000 just from one login ad day. Login ad days sell for about $100 typically, or on average about $100. So to make $3,000 from a single $100 ad is absolutely outstanding. One of the campaigns I ran the other day had several hundred leads from it, just a simple login ad. So there's a lot of power in the login ad. It's my favorite product, and definitely worth trying. Okay, because then you're going to build your leads anyway. Adhere to what I've talked about today, though. Think about what is on my page. Think about the fact that you really want an opt-in form. Speak to the Hash and Ad Space audience. So think about, what can I say that's going to speak to these people that are logging into Hash and Ad Space? Not just you don't just be broad about anything. Really try and focus on, okay, this is Hash and Ad Space. People are coming here for a specific reason. How am I going to speak to them? And that's going to increase your conversions significantly as well. David, got another question. I hope that clears your question up there, Dirk. Thanks for the question. Okay, great. Thanks, Dirk. So, David, what funnelbundle.io is required to pay for membership after receiving the 12 days free? Yes, that's right. So Funnel Bundle has a 14-day, it's not 12, it's 14-day free trial. You can test it out, and then you can decide to use it or not, basically, David. So I love Funnel Bundle. Okay, we built it for a very particular reason. That's to help online marketers, because it includes that funnel, the testing features, the ability to build those landing pages. You can build your list immediately with the contact system. Your leads get added in there. It's included all of the training, all of the marketing training from myself, all of the how-to training, plus you get included traffic that you can start driving leads. So for instance, there's actually a promotion on right now with the Funnel Bundle system, where when you get the annual subscription, you get a login ad day free included in that. So I think that there's a lot of power over there at Funnel Bundle, and it for a very low cost, as low as $33 a month, right? So it's very, very cost effective for a business that I wish I had at the start. But the trial is for 14 days. Test it out. If you love it, David, upgrade. If if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But we wanted to offer that 14-day free trial to make sure people could see inside, see what it's all about, and then make the decision that's right for them. But I love it, so hopefully you love it too, David. It's a good one, and definitely something that can help marketers, just for the simple fact that you can do everything that I just talked about. You can do all of the testing component of it, all of the adapting component of it, all of the the landing page, the list building, all of that in Funnel Bundle, and then you use Hash and Ad Space in order to drive the traffic to that. So that's really why we've launched Funnel Bundle and Hash and Ad Space, because as a combination, you have absolutely everything that you need. All you need then is a product that you want to sell, basically, some way to earn commissions, or a variety of products that you want to sell. And you can build a variety of funnels on Funnel Bundle, and you can drive all of those, those landing pages within Hash and Ad Space to create leads and sales and build your list, your income assets. There's a lot to it that I love, right? I'm very passionate about it, David, because of the fact that I know what it's like to be making no money online. I know what it's like to be struggling. I know what it's like to have people telling me all of these things and saying, okay, you should do this, you should do this, you do this, and you're thinking, well, I don't really know if that's going to work, because I don't know anything yet, right? When you're new, I don't know what your level is, David, but this is just my personal experience. And so then when I had to work all of that out, I'm now reflecting on that and saying, okay, so what steps did I really need to take to make money? And the steps were: build my list, build landing pages in order to build my list, test those landing pages until I got good enough that they were effective, okay, because I sucked at the start, and so none of my content was good. And so I had to improve that. and I had to keep building those landing pages. I had to keep building my list. I had to keep emailing them. Okay, so those were key ingredients, but they're useless unless you have someone to email, someone to show those landing pages. So then I needed traffic. And so I had to go out there and buy traffic in order to get people to look at my landing page and get on my list. And so what we're looking at right here with Funnel Bundle and Hashing Ad Space is exactly that, right? That's why we built it. Now, you can't build traffic though. We had to sort of think about it the other way around. How are we going to get all of the people to Hashing Ad Space? How are we going to build the traffic system? And in order to do that, we needed an incentive, right? We had to offer something that people would want to come to Hashing Ad Space for. And that's why there's such quick growth with Hashing Ad Space. That's why we've had those 350,000 plus people register. It's exciting to be able to earn something for free. Okay, it's exciting to maybe earn more by staking. And so that has created the audience. And by having the audience, now we've got the traffic products. And by having the traffic products, now we have somewhere to go and share the funnels that you can build within Funnel Bundle. So all of it, there's a real master plan behind it all, a lot of reasoning. It's not sporadic. It's something that I really know that can help people if they commit to it. If you dabble in it, it's like anything. If you treat something like a hobby, you're never really going to get a business income from it, are you? If you're, and that's in all of life. But if you really treat it like a business and you say, hey, I'm going to actually make this work for me because I know that something needs to change in my life. I want to make more money, or I want more time freedom. I want to spend more time with my family, or whatever it is. If you really have decided within yourself that that is important to you and you want to push towards it, then that is, a goal that you need to set and work towards it every single day. And so by doing that, you build a real business, something that you can rely on, and something that you could even go to the bank with and get a loan. Okay, and that says a lot about how much stability you can build in your income by following this path. So I hope that that was a very long answer there, David, to a very simple question. So I hope that makes sense to you, though, and I am very passionate about it. Okay, so I've got another question here from Dirk, so I'll publish this one up. Okay, like I mentioned so far, the sale of the login ad days is working like an auction. What rule is the price changing follow? So it changes based on demand, Dirk. So if there are very few login ad days sold, the login ad price will drop. Okay, but if they're getting sold out, then the login ad price will rise. So that is how they work. So you'll see there's a lot of in between there. It's not like every single day. So a lot of the time they'll stay standard. But if we see that the login ad days, well, we don't even need to do it. It's automated. But if the login ad days are not selling, then the prices will drop a little bit. But if they're in high demand, then the prices will rise. So I hope that makes sense to you. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Thanks, Dirk. So and you'll see that they really do. It's a very popular product. Okay, it's constantly sold out. So people really, it's almost like a hidden secret. I think a lot of the marketers try not to talk about it too much so they can go and get it at a cheaper price, Dirk. I think that's part of the strategy. But I'm here to tell you that it's a great product, and so you should definitely get in there and get your piece and really promote your service. Look, I think that might be it for today, guys. Unless you've got any other questions, I think we can wrap up this call. So I want to say thank you to everyone that has been here today. I appreciate you joining me on the call and asking the questions. I like that. I like sharing a little bit about how I built my online business, because that is a lot of the reason that this entire company exists. So I'm sure you guys can see what I've said there today. It really is about building that income for yourself that you can rely on. That's what I really want for you guys. And I know that fast, instant money is exciting, but really what is most exciting to me is that, that relief, knowing that I would never need to go back to have a job, right? That security that I know that, hey, my online income, that's my job now. That's how I generate income. I do it from home, and there's so much more upside potential than I could ever produce at a job. That's really what I want for people that are joining this business and in Funnel Bundle as well, and the combination of both. So I hope you guys can see that, and I hope that you really take advantage of it. Okay, yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, for being on the, sorry, I'm just making sure. Yeah, great. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Peter, Robert, Dirk. Thanks, everyone, for being on the call. And I will see you on the next one.